Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Anyway, so Rose is really a Pattaya icon. She's a singer. She's what we call a wingman or wing girl. She if you need to go, she's going to go through all the sort of things she does. She's had she started up a radio station, thank you, at the worst possible time, just after COVID hit, and nobody was advertising. So she's going to fill us in on some of her life. She's going to sing us a few songs. She's also a songstress. She has done her words and music before, but it was long overdue for her to do another words and music again. And really you want to take this lady's details because she could really save you a lot of hassles. She was actually talking about how she stopped a guy going to prison this morning, and maybe that person could be you. So, Brad, does she need this? This is the clicker. No, the computer over there, so forward, backwards, and that's the thing, and that's forward.
It works. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ren. Thank you, and good morning. Good morning. สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ Well, I'm so pleased, and it's an honor to be here again. And like Dr. Ren said, my name is Rose. You can call me Rose Weston, to not mistaking to his fiancée Rose. Okay. And yes, I'm Rose, and I just got back. So thank you for having me here this morning. Well, today I was asked to talk about the scope of, should I say, services, maybe a scope of my experiences that might be helpful and useful for all ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't know where to start. I'm going to start somewhere, right? So this is my scope of my expertise or my experience. Actually, my business card and the flyers, I put it outside in front of the room. If you'd like to have it, you can just collect it, please. Yes, I do legal interpretation as well. I'm a court interpreter registered with the Pattaya Provincial Court. And also I'm the legal interpreter, work with so many legal lawyer teams. So I know mostly which lawyers are good, which lawyers are almost useless, but they're still in the market. Okay, so no, I don't want to be another one that got convicted. But thank you. Then, okay, I'm also an advisor on the Condominium Act and condominium management. I've been popped up and down, in and out in this business for almost 2 decades. So if you have any condominiums or even housing project, you need to have some advice, you can contact me as well with the committee board and anything like that. And also, I'm the wing girl. Actually, this name is been given by Dr. Ren himself, wing girl. And I quite like that name because actually it's very important that maybe you don't feel like it now that it's important, but however, it's not only when you need someone to help you when you have problems. It's not only that. When you need to have some information or something, you can contact me too. If you cannot find information on Google or anything, maybe I can help something. But the wing girls, this job is heavy. It's heavy. And in some cases, it's really mean the future or the safety of the foreigners who has to be or had to be in the litigations or has been accused, has been prosecuted. And somebody that try to sue somebody or prosecute somebody, always something goes wrong, always. Because in the litigations, if you don't really know where you stand, you can step in the wrong place and you can just fall down in a mud hole. If you know what I mean. What I mean is that wrong step could cause you a lot more damage that you can imagine of. I have one example, one of my friends here, who is always my client as well. He gonna, if it's okay, I would like to ask him to speak for his experience as well for just about a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes something, because he is the victim of the big Sarychon bank of that fraud was 500 million baht or something like that in the past 2 years ago, and he is one of the victims. But something happened.
Do you want to do that now? He can come and say some words now.
Yes, coming up, and he's a victim, but at the end, Max, you can have a sit here first, Mr. Max.
This is Max. He's
Mr.
a
Max.
very interesting guy. He also used to be a piano tuner. No, you look like a perpetrator.
Have a seat, please. Have a seat first. Okay, and also I have started involved with the medical coverage as well, and I have another superstar guest from international to come and give you some information as well, because we all need to be covered for the medical coverage. I need one, because I thought last night I had to go to the hospital. I thought, luckily I'm here. With time, look, my earrings come off. And also the last will and testament, probate. Yes, this is the thing that I would like to tell you all, ladies and gentlemen. It's important for you to manage and everything and run everything, have everything prepared and to how you like it to be, because when things happen, you don't know. Maybe tomorrow comes after or never come. Maybe next life come first for us all. So we need to be prepared. Talk about that. I'm not finishing my mind as well, but right now I would like to get Mr. Max to give you example of his case. Max's case, I came back from England. That was December 2021. 2021. Yeah. Max called me, Rose, are you back? I need your help, because he went to a lawyer and he tried to prosecute the Sarychon bank.
Correct.
And its manager, who actually damaged him almost 10 million baht from his investment, and then somehow a mayhem happened. It happened to be like the police suspect him to be the prime suspect, and he's a victim, and that's because of the system and the language barrier and unprofessional of the lawyer, who really don't understand language, don't understand much, but they make you think that they understand.
I got to interrupt here.
Yeah, so now Max,
don't tell the Thais, but they think we're guilty no matter what we do.
So Max, could you please?
Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for inviting me here. This is very last minute, and I haven't prepared anything, but it is from the heart. So I've experienced anything that's happened. You all should know, I think everybody here is from the U.S. for the most part. Not like Australia. You speak English, don't you, mate? Okay. Anyway, you come from the common law system. The legal system here is Thai injustice system. There is no discovery. There is no sharing of evidence. There is no assumption of innocence. Everything that we've come to expect. And then when you get to the banking laws, it's even worse, I think, but I haven't studied those with the Thai law I've studied. So this didn't happen quickly. This happened over years with a manager who took me, and due to actually Rose, they were trying to prosecute me. They were threatening to put me in jail. They even concocted a check and forged my signature. But where's the check? Show me the check. I want to see. How many times did we have to deal with them before they actually produced a photocopy of this check that I never signed because I never received the money back?
Wait. That is, the audience will not be able to relate to that. Let me help, Max, because it's just so confusing. It's just so much happening. What happened is that when I got here, the police called me. When I got back to England, the police called me, and he said, "Are you Miss ABCD? Yeah? Are you the interpreter who went with Max and the young lawyer?" At that time, talk about the lawyer first that you went to.
Okay,
first,
very
yeah.
good. Thanks for helping me through this. So there were a number of us, and there were hundreds of people, not just a few, hundreds. And we're talking hundreds of millions of baht, hundreds and hundreds of million. And there's still people surfacing that have suffered from this. So they, I don't usually get up early. I'm tired and I have a little baby, so this is...
Sorry, just a
Congratulations.
question. Does everybody know what basically the subject they're talking about? No, some people don't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This goes back to a manager in a particular bank who was putting the customers into supposed investments that were pretty high return, and it was a con. All right.
It was a long con. And if you go to Cascorn Bank, they sell 1 million products. They have real estate for sale. They have insurance for sale. I bought accident insurance. I was bitten by a dog. Covered it, 100%. Rabies shots. Very expensive. And so over years, this man earned my trust. And not only did I didn't willy-nilly give my trust to him or to Cascorn Bank. I had a background check done. I checked everyone in town. Everyone knew this man. Everyone knew him, and he worked for the bank for 20 years. So I thought, well, as I got involved and as things went on, he's either the best man ever or he's a con. I just had no way to know. So this all went down, came into the bank one day, and I saw his desk was clear. There was nothing on his desk. Okay, don't need the details. But the lawyer was arrested, and he's still in jail right now, and he's been convicted.
I would like you to confirm to the audience that when you go to lawyers and the bank language barrier,
Right.
what mayhem and the mess that it can at this cost to your case and make you become from victim become the prime suspect. Just a key point. Yeah.
Okay, if you change one word that you've put in a what's it called when you write down the complaint? It's a
Make your statement.
It's a statement, yeah. A criminal statement against whatever's damages you've received. So you've got these damages, and you have to put it in writing. Well, we speak English, and I know the English language pretty well. And I've also studied law, and I've also been involved in law. But that's in the U.S. One word wrong, and it changes the whole meaning of a small paragraph to saying, well, I did this, not he did this, and therefore I am guilty. And that's what's happened. I went to a lawyer who I thought was competent. They've lectured here. The managing guy or the inceptor is an Aussie, and I've talked with him, but all the rest of the people are Thai. And their real grasp of English is abysmal. They're not like Rose, who has been in the court system, understands what risk you take by signing something. And once you sign it, they won't fix it, for the most part.
Yeah, let me add on, please allow me to add on. Mac's case, when the police called me as soon as I got back from England, Mac was suspected to be the prime suspect or conspiracy of the crook who took a lot of money from the people, and he is a victim. He lost almost 9 million baht. So it took me a while before I started talking to the police. What happened was that after so many times of talking to the police, then I came to realization that because Max went to a lawyer and with his trust and unprofessionalism.
With their unprofessionalism.
So she did not do her job correctly, because when you prosecute someone with a criminal prosecution, the fact must be 100% correct. You cannot give any benefit of doubt to destroy your own case, if you know what I mean, unlike civil. But the criminal is very important.
Yeah. I won't mention their names, but they do legal Thai wills, and they did my will. And they did a terrible job, because they neglected to list a statement that's saying any future assets will be included, whatever.
Okay, and then I got a phone call from the police. After that, after went to the police station, you will not be able to imagine some cases like Mac's case and another cases that how much I have to go through to try to save my clients. You know, when they try to eat you alive, and they try to eat him alive inside the police station, or sometimes they have to go to the police station on his behalf and things like that. So from the unprofessionalism and very clumsy work of the lawyer, writing the statement. Yes, I understand what you told me. Yes, and then she start writing her statement and prosecute the person, and then because everything is just like a mayhem, it just like doesn't make sense what she wrote. So the police start suspecting him to be the prime suspect as well. So after that, we had to go through a lot of work and a lot of to fix everything.
You know,
everything.
It's not really fair to call yourself a wing girl, because that doesn't really describe what she has done, which is really go to bat and really protect my interest, because no one else was going to do it. I couldn't. It's hard. Yeah, it's true. No, so that's a person that says, but you really got in there and dug into the heart of the matter. And the police try to railroad you. They try to threaten me. I'm not easily threatened. You know, I was arrested once for having a mask like this instead of like this, with a bunch of people waiting in line for takeout food. And was thrown in jail that night.
During the COVID.
During the
jail
COVID.
one night.
See, you all sitting there, oh, well, this doesn't apply to me. Guess what? I've had cars, I've been in my car, I've been stopped, and a motorbike's hit from the back, hit my car. Oh, it's my fault, because I was there. And this is true, and if you're here a while, you may hear stories like this. But it rarely goes to the level where I was facing jail time for being innocent of the crime, and having a paper trail of where the money came from, where the money went, and having other witnesses to that effect.
Yes, and yes, like Max said, thank you, Max. I'm not just only going to be interpreter in this case. I dig down, I study all the document, or study all his case, so I came out with the story, because Max said there has been so many years, and he lost record of the situation that's been going on, but I managed to help the lawyer, the new lawyer, to work the case out and try to find out what is the nature of the case and the complications of the case. Yes.
Right.
And Max is one. The other one is about the condominium. Doctor, the Frenchman, don't have to mention his name.
Right.
Another one that Max know him too. That's another case that from a innocent person become the prosecuted, accused person.
Well, actually, you've forgotten that I hired you for one day. We had our annual condo meeting, and we had a hostile takeover of the condo by a
very ugly
group.
management company.
Yeah, an ugly management company that sucked any money they could out, and took all of the money when they left. And at the annual meeting, I said, no one's really going to bat against the ties. They first of all, they brought all the people from all the other buildings that they managed and had them sit in the audience as if they were all in support. None of them had any voting rights. None of them could do anything, but they're, rah-rah, when told to rah-rah and jeer us or look unhappy. So anyway, she came and just, read the riot act to this woman who was finally kicked out of the management.
Yeah, thank you, Max. So anything else you want to give not the last word, because you're not going to die yet.
There's no, hopefully not. Yeah. And I'm a pure blood, so, I could live. Some of you will get that. Rose has been very straightforward. She's been very fair in the pricing that she has billed me. That's important, because you don't have to pay for everything here, and you have to protect your interests. So just call her first if you have a problem, because if it's, I had problems once with an ex-girlfriend, and Rose didn't help with that, someone else did, But she would have done a great job, not siding with me, but pointing things out to the Thai person who has maybe no understanding of where we come from as expats. So I thank you, Rose. You've done a great job. You continue to do a great job, and just keep this as something in your pocket that you know that you can rely on when you have a problem. Hopefully, you won't have a problem, but there's always problems in life.
Well, brilliant section that we should all take to heart. Well said, but just quickly, where is the whole bank? The thing with the actual guy, is there any progress in getting him in jail or getting money back?
Let me tell you how bad it is here. The last judgment, it was an Italian fellow, and the court, this is the court of the first court. There's 3 courts in Thailand. There's a court of first instance, and there's an appeals court. And then above that, there's a Supreme Court. This is the first court. And in his case, they said, oh, Sarychon Bank and the bank manager, they're 50% liable for the guilt, and therefore 50% liable for any settlement. Well, that's great. He's sitting in jail, the bank manager, and of course, Sarychon Bank doesn't exist. They are legal fiction. So legal fictions are really hard to prosecute other than money. That's why they are legal fictions, to avoid any kind of liability. You know what? You never told me how much time you had up here.
How much time?
Yeah, you're going to sing?
I will
Because I will get off the stage if you're going to sing.
I'm gonna start summarizing now because we have Mr. Mario as well to talk about medical coverage.
Okay.
Thank you, Max. Thank you so much. I will add on what Max has left. This is give to Dr. Ren, please. Yes, maybe it's just all over the place a little bit. I'm just gonna summarize it that for any information, if you'd like to have information and you cannot find information anywhere, call me, please. Call me. If I can help you, I help you. And when you have the condominiums, or when you live in a condominium, or when you live in the housing project, or when you start thinking that you may have to sue somebody, or your rights and your benefits got damaged or got taken advantage by somebody before you make the first move, call me, just to make sure that you are really going to move in the right direction, and then to protect your own self, not to step in the wrong place in the wrong time. And just like Max, and just like a few more of the clients that I had to work so much day and night, try to dig down into his case or their cases or their documents, because the lawyers, basically, these clients, if I was not in their cases, they would be in jail, and it's not their fault because they trusted the lawyer, and the lawyer have the language barrier. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I kind of understand more in this, so I can help the lawyer a great deal. Some lawyer been in the case for about almost 3 years. They have no clue what the case, but they take the case anyway and study later. But then at the end, they found that it's just like hard for them to understand until I came along. And they said, oh, P. Rose, you came here for over 2 weeks. We understand everything completely. We've been here in this case for over 2 years now. We don't understand nothing much. Now 2 weeks you came in the case. Since I came back from England, they understood the case. Then the person got the protecting in the right way. Instead of going to jail, now he walked freely because he was not a bad guy. He was a victim. But because the bad guy who's been here, and this is not Thai, foreigners against foreigners. Some foreigners been here a long time, and they know how to get their ways. They know how to make connection, how to make their friends with the police and things like that. So they think that they can bully someone else, and they can put someone else to be under them, so they can extort the money or they can take an advantage. And this happens many times, and Max as well, and the other person as well. So I'm not advertising myself, but I don't know how to put this across to you, ladies and gentlemen. So just, this is one of the things. And yes, and I do the, apart from the court interpretation, let me tell you one thing that court interpretation, if you have to go to court, how many people that used to go to court in Thailand, please, in Pattaya or in Thailand, please? 1, 2, 3. Max, you don't have to raise your hand. Only a few, huh? Only a few. Anybody else been to police station? What did you do? What did you do? Okay, so if you've been to the police station or the court, sometimes you don't understand and you rely. Most of the time, you rely on your helpers, your interpreters, your lawyers, or anybody who took care of you at that day, and you rely on them to protect you or to guide you what to do. So I'm not saying that everybody else bad, I'm good, not like that. Just if I can be any help, call me, okay? And the condominium as well. I've been in this business for almost 2 decades. Anybody stay in the condominium, please? Yes, a housing project, please. Housing, yes. And everything okay, yeah? Everything okay at the moment? No. Okay, call me. Call me. Okay, so yes, there are complications. They are not really so complicated, but still complicated for everybody who just come from all over the world and get together with a different background, different languages, different mindset, different experience, and sometimes sometimes the different word we use the word here that could be different from your country. Like in England, they use the word communal fee, but in Thailand we use common fee. So this kind of things that maybe can cause something that can cause confusion as well. I'm going to move on to my job is another one is meeting moderator. In some general meeting for housing project or condominium, AGM, annual general meeting or extraordinary general meeting, sometimes the big mayhem could start. People can punch each other. People can start attacking when the committee sit here and the person, the co-owners who sit on the other side start pointing finger, start saying the bad word. But they forgot that when they sit right here, someone else gonna point the finger to them. So it's back and forth. So that's why they call me to go in as a neutral, as the professional interpreter plus the meeting moderator. It helps reducing the impact and the attack from the other side, because they have no reason to attack me. And when they start attacking me, I know how to guard myself and help everybody else. So that's one thing. I think you know that already from what I used to speak before. Master of ceremony, MC. Ta-da-da! You need any MC for any housewarming or the new married wedding reception, call me. Dr. Ren, when you get married, don't forget when you get married. Tomorrow? Well, for expat, I always give discount. And also, this is the photo from what I did before. That's a St. Patrick parade. I'm the MC and compare. Very good and good fun, you know. This is when we went to, this is the police commander of the region when I play drum. This is not my merit, okay? This is announcer, not my merit. Okay, I'm in the court, I'm in the police station, everywhere. People said, I see you, I saw you before. So you saw me before. Where? I don't know, because I'm everywhere. So that's Derek, bless his soul. He passed away, Derek. He's the one who introduced St. Patrick Parade to Pattaya, to City Hall. The man with the black and green hat, bless his soul, he passed away. He was the one, he from Ireland. You know Derek, right? Dr. Ren? Yeah, and he was the one who introduced St. Patrick Parade to Pattaya City Hall. And it happened since then. And I have been the compare and the MC for St. Patrick Parade from the beginning until the COVID hit the world. So, and I also have a 95 FM. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. So, this is I just play along. I just fool around, you know. the police commander not there yet. I just fool around. So, okay. This is music. You're looking for good music, talk to Rose. Talk to Rose, okay? Good music. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like this, yeah. Okay, 95 FM. I offer 80% discount. 80% discount if you would like to have your information on 95 FM. And in a way, you help me too. Okay, so from 8,000 something baht. Right now for 2023, we set the 95 FM's directory, like the old yellow pages. Have your name. Set that in the group. I'll come back to this. Just like set that in the group, like car care group of Pattaya City and Na Jom Tien. We'll talk your name, special promotion, and contact detail. And that will be like in business directory. So just for ladies and gentlemen, if you have so many rooms you need to rent out, one room is not worth it. If you have many rooms, many houses you need to rent out, or you have business, then if you would like the business name to be repeated in the audience, in the listener's ear, repeated until they think of you first. When they think about you, the same type of service or products, they think of you first. And that's why I set out a very low cost, 1,650 baht only per month. And we will broadcast your name, your contact detail 4 times a day. 4 times a day. During 6 o'clock until midnight, 4 times a day. So that from 8,000 something baht. So if you'd like to take photo, please feel free. And we broadcast on air around town. You can listen to 95 when you're driving, or when you're at home, or online as well. Call me and I will get you the link online. And also, this is just example. Yeah, if you have anything at all you would like your name to promote on 95 FM, please feel free. It's only 1,650 baht for the expat. And the will is important. I don't want to talk much about this. Just like Max said, everybody should make the will for your asset now and future asset, because you don't know when are you gonna go. Yes, and the mayhem always happen after you go, and you don't have the will. The will is the one that gonna save the hustle not to happen with your family members. And you can contact me too, and I will give the special discount for all the expat. I'm not the lawyer, but the lawyer team I can tell the lawyer team. Now, for your own protection, you need to know what you must know. You need to know the law. Not knowing law is not an excuse, right? Anywhere, any country. So when you start to get yourself into any kind of situation that you think it might escalate to problems, make sure you get consult. You consult someone who can guide you what to do, what not to do. Okay, what you must have, the rights. You have the rights, and also you have duties and responsibilities. With the rights, you have duties and responsibilities as well. It's a big word, but that's the thing. What you must do, what you must not do. I'm not going to go through this much. And now I'm going to talk about medical coverage for expats. There are so many people talk to me that because we are expat in Thailand, we don't have any medical coverage. Anything happen, we have to go back home to your home country, and you don't want to do that. It's because you cannot, you pay your arms, your legs every time you go to the hospital here in Thailand. Is that happen to someone here or someone you know? Yes. So I invited the professional broker, Mr. Mario, here, and he has just become the member as well. He would like to be here. Is that okay, Dr. Ren? Mario, please. And he will be here to answer questions in case you have any question, just about 4 or 5 minutes about health coverage, about you or your friends.
You're going to talk about a case you had that involved marriage.
Which one?
You're going to talk about a case you had with the health coverage.
Health coverage. in case the audience have the question about how will they protect it and things like that, Mario will not give
Are
out.
you okay for this, to do a short 5 minutes on health coverage? Yeah? Okay, cool. Hey, Mario.
Mario will not sell anything. Mario will not give his personal details, anything like that. You like to say something about, because you have questions all the time. You have questions all the time.
We have questions all the time. I'm also not
Like
no worries, no any sales, nothing. We do international health insurance in Europe, so not here. But you can always ask Rose to assist you, because we always get questions from people who say, I would like to have health coverage, but I'm too old. Yeah, I'm too old, I'm too sick, it's too expensive, I cannot have it, and that's just not true. Yeah, there are options in the market, people just don't know. My company is in Europe, in the United Kingdom, and we get requests from all over the world. We get requests from Thailand, from Cambodia, from Indonesia. We have customers in Germany and everywhere. So we know what people want, we know what are the issues. And so if there are any questions, any need, just ask Rose, and she might be able to help you.
Yes, well, actually, because I'm in the music and in the condo business and things, so a couple, remember the couple? I forgot their names. They bought a coverage from down south, from Phuket, and when they got sick, they didn't get covered.
Yes.
And they talked to you, right? What happened?
Yes, this is because of many reasons. One thing we realized, what happens in Thailand a lot, is that agents just not take their job seriously, that they just make the cross or check the box where it says no pre-existing conditions. Yeah, the agent want to make the contract, they want to have your signature, and they just check the box, you are completely healthy, and you sign. And it's all fine, that's fine until you have something. That's fine until you get admitted to the hospital and they found out about your medical record, and it's done. You will never get paid. Yeah, this is one of the big problems what we heard from customers, and you have to be very, very careful about that.
Yes, Mario is not here to sell anything, just because I asked him, because there are so many questions, because I post on my Facebook there, I got so many questions about, we have problem like that, like this. So I said, Mario, please come along, and maybe someone have some question about health coverage, and maybe he can answer. And also after that, do you have any questions about the medical coverage? Anything? Yes, sir?
Can you, are you an agent, or are you?
Yes, but not in Thailand.
Right.
You can contact my company in the UK, because we are working internationally. Yeah, but we have not any offices in Thailand.
Right.
Yeah, but everybody can become a customer or can get covered. Yeah.
What's the name of your company?
My company is Coverage for You. You can look it up in the company registration
It's what, sorry?
website. My company, my brokerage company is Coverage for You. You can look it up in the UK company registration.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Mario, are you based here in Pattaya? You here?
I'm based here in Pattaya and in Chiang Mai, going back and forth, having a condo here, house in Chiang Mai. Yes.
I'm wondering if we need to have a whole morning on insurance. It's such a big deal, right? It's such a very, very big deal. So we'll have to invite you back when we'll have a whole morning dedicated to the question of insurance.
Yes. Basically, Mario asked me if I can be the contact point as well for anyone who would like to know more about this. You can contact me, and then I can link. I cannot answer anything much because I don't know much. But he is real professional, and he know deep level. I trusted him. I'm even his customer as well. So my husband, his customer. I'm soon gonna get my daughter out from the Taiwan to be his customer, so we can get protected. So that's why I trust Mario. And Mario said, I trust you to be the contact point here in this area. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start. If anybody who would like to know more and interested to know more can contact me as well.
Yeah, just 30 seconds. The difference between Thai medical insurance and international medical insurance for expats is the pricing and the coverage amount. The amount covered is very, very low in Thailand, and the prices are sky high. And the next point, what is the problem with Thai insurances is that they are very strict who they cover and who not. If you are overweight, say me or others here, you get no coverage. If you have any pre-existing conditions they not like, it gets excluded. And all these things, and this is very, very difficult. So you get, if you go to an international health insurance, you get a way lower price and much more coverage, and that's the point.
Any more question, please? If not, I'm going to ask Mr. Mario to have a seat. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ren. Yes, so... Yes? Someone calling me? Yes, Ka? I'm not going to go through much of...
This Sunday was kept for music and talk and fun with music, please.
He's asking you to sing a song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Oh, I didn't know I have my number 2 fan here. Okay. So, yes, basically, I'm everywhere. I do so many things. So if you ask me, my daughter asks me sometimes, Mommy, my teacher asks me, what does your mother do? I don't know how to explain to the teacher. Could you please write in the whole page for me? So yes, I'm doing the MC, I'm doing the music, I'm doing the legal part as well. So I am your wing girls. Serious part and enjoying part, entertainment part, serious part, talk to Rose. You cannot, if you cannot think of anything else, call Rose. Okay? If your girlfriend, boyfriend start to act funny and you don't know who to talk to, call Rose. Okay, so I don't think I have much time left, no? So I start singing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ So Dr. Ren advised me to start with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Yes. Please bear in mind there's no reverb. So if my voice come across very bad, it's a microphone, not me. Just joking. All right then. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane, just a step beyond the rain. Land raindrops away above the chimney top. That's where you find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why they know I can't die? If happy little bluebirds fly, you know, beyond the rainbow. Why, oh, I can't. I ขอบคุณค่ะ Somewhere over the rainbow. It's always beautiful song. I love this song. Thank you, Dr. Ren, for advising me to sing this song. Okay. Another song. Sherry Bassi, This Is My Life. And all the story, all the mayhem is always my life. And everybody have the right to talk about their life. And thank you for listening to my life. So. Funny how the lonely day can make the beautiful lady say, what good is my life? Funny how the breaking heart can make me start to say, what good is my life? Funny how I often seem to think I'll never find a dream in my life. Till I look around and see this great big world is part of me and my life. This is my life. Today, tomorrow, love will come and find me. And that's the way I was born to be. This is me. This is me. This is my life. And I don't give a damn for lost emotions. I've such a lot of love I've got to give. Let me live. Let me live. You know the song. He knows the song. Sometimes when I feel afraid, I think of what a mess I have made of my life. You know, you too, right? Crying over my mistakes, forgetting all the breaks I have had in my life. I was put on this earth to be a part of this great world is me and my life. Yes, I just add up the score and count the things I'm grateful for in my life. This is my life. Today, tomorrow, love will come and find me. And that's the way I was born to be. This is me. This is me. This is my Thank you. This is my life, Sherry Bassi. That's it, yeah? One more song. One more song. I think I would like to have all the audience get up and dance. Why not? Okay. Though it hurts to go away, it's impossible to stay. But there's one thing I must say before I go. I love you. I love you. You know, I'll be thinking of you in most everything I do. Now the time is moving on, and I really should be gone. But you keep me hanging on for one more smile. I love you all the while. With your cute little way, will you promise that you say you are mwah? Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. Bye bye baby, bye bye. Don't cry honey, don't cry. I walk out the door, but I'll soon be back for more. Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. So long, honey, so long. Hang on, baby, hang on. Don't you dare me to stay, but I know I'll have to say you've got to work each day, and that's why I go away. But I count the seconds till I'm home with you. I love you, it's true. You're so cute, honey G. Won't you save them up for me? You're mwah. Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. Bye bye baby, bye bye. Bye bye baby. Don't cry honey, don't cry. I walk out the door, but I'll soon be back for more. Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. So long, honey, so long. Hang on, baby, hang on. Don't you dare me to stay, 'cause you know I've got to save your kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Don't cry, honey, don't cry. But you save them for me, even though you are 93. Thank you, ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you so much, ขอบคุณค่ะ Right, I have my business card and the leaflet outside, please. So contact me soon, please, for any information you need. Thank you for having me here tonight. Today, not tonight, today.
Now the difficult part, Rose, you have to answer some questions.
Down on his knee first, then I say yes.
I've served from time to time on body corporates in the condos that I've lived, and recently we had a situation where somebody new moved in. He's tried to force out the old juristic. He tried to force in a new juristic. We've just, I think, successfully had a vote to get rid of this person and to stop the company coming in that he wanted. And I'm just wondering, I'll ask you quietly afterwards if maybe it's the same company that you mentioned. But one of the things that started happening is that this particular person started threatening other members of the committee. So if you gave an opinion, he said, I'll sue you, and this, and so on. So I actually resigned from the committee because I just decided I don't need this
You're
in
not
my
here.
life.
You're not here for that, right?
I haven't come here to retire to put myself under this kind of stress. So my question with that background is it dangerous or advisable for a Falang to actually serve on a body corporate or on juristic
You mean committee board, right?
A committee board, yes. Or should one just leave it to somebody else?
Well, you need to be there to be the voice of so many people who trust you. If the co-owners trust you and they elect you and you got in there, you have to be their voices, right? And the voice doesn't mean that only the voice of the people who elected you, but the voice of all. So is it worth it for the foreigners? Yes, yes. And
But I'm saying, but the personal, I felt very intimidated and threatened to the extent that I just resigned. I don't post, I don't have an opinion. I've been working quietly in the background to help solve the problem. And the Thais didn't believe that there was actually a problem, and now they've woken up. But as I say, I just feel that, hey, with all this, I don't want to do a voluntary job in good faith and then suddenly find I'm in front of the court because I've expressed an opinion which may be defamatory or offensive or something.
Yes, thank you. So this is the problems, most common problems, one of the most common problems, because the good people who have the responsible mindset and who would like to do anything to develop their own home always get intimidated by the people who have hidden agendas. Yes, so most of the time that's why they have advisor to the committee board, and that's one of my jobs as well, to be advisor. You don't have to hire me to be there 24 hours. You just hire me to be just advisor, just time to time. But that is one of the important things. If you don't have management company to run there and work under the committee board's instruction and supervision, then you need to have advisor. So the advisor can guide you and also sometimes can deal with those intimidating persons, because they could intimidate you, the foreigners, because they think that they know how to get around to make you feel intimidated and feel like I should sit at home. I'm here for retirement. I'm not here for all this mayhem or problems. Yes, you got my number. Call me. It's just very, very complicated subject. Cannot explain everything at once here. So it will take time to try to get through all these situations. Yeah, feel free to call me. Feel free to email me. Yes, and foreigners should step into the committee board, because different backgrounds, different experience can be very useful in different angles. Yes. So, is that answering your question for now? Yeah, you don't need work permit. You don't need work permit. Legally, you're okay to be in the committee board. Yes, and your rights and your benefits need to be protected. Yes, so yeah, foreigners need to be in a committee board. Yes, sometimes they said we want half Thai, half foreigners, but you can. When many times I help in the condominium meetings, general meetings, whether annual general meeting or extraordinary general meeting, whichever the case may be, they always said that we want half Thai, we want half foreigners. But you cannot fix like that. Anybody who got trusted to be elected into the committee board at that time, then the person come in. A lot of people, even the Thai co-owners themselves, most of them, they don't have a clue about how to run this smoothly, and then they start to intimidate the others. Yes, I hope this answered a little bit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for a very interesting morning.
I saw you yawning. Joking.
Hopefully this is a simple question with a yes or a no answer.
That's like a cross-examination in court, yes or no.
If the fire regulations are being breached in a condominium, do you report it to the city office or to the fire service?
You mean
as an example, the smoke alarms have been turned off and the emergency lighting is no longer working.
And when you said you're gonna report it, who is that you refer to?
An owner.
A co-owner, right? A co-owner. Firstly, you may need to ask the management first to give you explanation why this is not fixed. Go through the step first.
How long would you wait?
Maybe send the first email in writing or letter in writing to the management, to the jurisdiction person manager and the committee board. Yes, to ask them, give them 3 days to answer, 7 days to answer.
3 years?
I know where you're going. But if you ask me who you gonna report, first after you do all this, and if they still not fix this problem, how can they get past the building inspection of each year? You have to have building inspection of each year to be able to use the building, right? You need to have building inspection of each year. So for them to be able to use the building, the condo jurisdiction person must get past the building inspection as well. Do you know about this as well, that they get past already?
I didn't know about the building inspection.
Yes, every year have to get a building inspection from the city hall. They have to come and inspect everything. So in your understanding, you think maybe this is not safe. Maybe you ask them first, maybe this is acceptable in the officials' justification. Maybe they passed the building inspection already. That's why I advise you now to write the letter and ask them first. They may answer you that we got past the building inspection already. This is the point to answer you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're joking, right? No?
We want a swan song.
Swan song. Swan song. Are you serious? Oh, what? Swan song? You mean Ben? Ben or yes, sir? There.
Yeah. I'd just like to say before you start singing again that last week, when I knew you were coming this week, I gave a plug for 95 FM that people should listen to it. And I'm wondering whether everybody did actually tune in to your radio station. But I have it on most of the time.
Thank you.
During the day. And I enjoy it very much because I've tried other radio stations and I'm sick of all the advertising that just goes on continuously. I realize you need to have advertising to run a radio station, but they overdo it in many cases, I believe. So I enjoy your radio station and it's very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
He's going to get a 90% discount.
Instead of 80. Yeah, I do need help because I selected not to have so much of advertisement, but it means I need to have some support. Yes, that's why I'm going to do the 95 FM's information directory in the way of giving out information instead of do the advertisement. So I need support, please. Need support, please.
And we want to thank you for supporting the club by coming and giving this talk. And I think who here took away something about being more prepared and maybe having somebody like Rose in your back pocket, right? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, even me. And I didn't even know you knew Max, right? Because Max is a friend of mine. So, and here you are both on stage together. So you never know what's going to happen at the club. So thank you, Rose, so much for coming in and sharing this important information with us. And so who would like to hear one more song from Rose before she goes? Yeah,
Thank
come
you.
on. Choose a song.
I don't know what song.
I don't know. Personally, I'd hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow again. Who loved Rose's version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow? It was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah. Do it my way. Do you do Frank Sinatra?
My way?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Oh, Elvis Presley though. Burning Love. That'd be good.
My way.
Oh.
I'm gonna sing it my way, all right? I'm gonna sing it my way.
Just do it your way.
Yes, do it my way. And don't forget, please, I got my business card outside and information. I need support for 95 FM to stay alive because right now it's hurting. Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. just my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each other course, each careful step along the byway. Oh, but more, much more than this, I did it my lovely way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, that I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ended up and spreading out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in the shy way. Oh, no, oh no, oh no, not me. I did it my crazy way. For what is the girl? What has she got? If not herself, then she has not to say things she truly feels, and not the words of one who lives. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much. The last word now. Yes, I did it my way. Thank you so much ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. And Rose has not been terribly well this morning. She was a bit late here, which is why we start, because she's experiencing dizziness, etc. So hope you're well soon.
Thank you. I apologize for that. It just, I thought I had to call Mario last night. I said, Mario, I'm admitted in the hospital. Come and help me.
All righty. Well,
you.
handing over to George and open forum.